Hi, everyone. Welcome to Soul Connections. I'm your host, Polly Jo Labbe, here at the Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me this evening. It's a lovely, almost winter feeling night here in Maine. And I hope you guys are ready to be cozy and connected and ready to connect to your soul and your spiritual teams and hear what your angels and your guides have for you for wisdom for this evening. um, First of all, welcome. And for those of you who are new to our broadcast, we start out with a lovely healing meditation just to realign your energy and connect you to all of your wisdom from your spiritual teams, and also to reconnect with your higher self. We don't ever become disconnected, but we sometimes are in a place where we're not hearing them as well as we want to. So that's what we're here to do. And then afterwards, I pull cards from a deck that allows us to get some messages from our spiritual teams letting us know what we need to know for the week coming up, or maybe for what's going on in our life right in this moment. So tonight's deck is by Alana Fairchild, and it's the Rumi Oracle deck. And you can see the Amazon link below. And if you click it, you're able to purchase the deck, and a portion of the proceeds will go to our Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom Education Fund. So it helps everybody along. If you really love the deck, which I do, you might want to have it for yourself just to get your own messages. And then for those of you who are in the New England area, I have two big events coming up on Saturday in Massachusetts, in South Deerfield, Western Mass. The first one is our metaphysical magic of the season. Basically, it's a craft fair meets a psychic fair, and has lots of fun and juicy information, and some lovely gifts for yourself for the holiday season. There's some of the essential oils and crystals. There's mystical tools, things like lovely soaps and sachets for your home. So yeah, you come and join us between 10 and 2. And then right afterwards, from 2 to 5, we have what we call Exploration Trinity. And this is a chance for you to join us and learn more about what we teach and how we teach at the Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom. And it's a journey into your life lessons and a way of awakening who you're truly meant to be. So it's a chance for you to actually meet the you're meant to be. So if that interests you, come and join us. We're having that one live in person in Massachusetts. There is one coming up online, and one in Maine soon to be announced. So I can't wait to see you guys all there. And yeah, thanks for being here tonight. So now that I got my announcements out of the way and we get back into the channel mode, let's get ourselves ready for meditation. All right. So we're just going to take a couple of deep breaths, and we're just going to get centered into our body and really feel connected to ourselves in just this moment, feeling our body, feeling our breath as it's going in and out. Really beginning to allow the stress of the day to just melt off your shoulders, melt off your body. Let it just flow down into the earth, knowing that all of that energy will be composted and turned back into beautiful creation energy. And just get nice and comfy in your chair or on the floor or laying down, however you're most comfortable. Let's make sure our arms and our legs are uncrossed so that the energy can flow freely through our body. without hesitation, without getting stuck in any of our joints. And we're just going to begin by focusing on our heart tonight. That beautiful organ that beats with our rhythm of life. The four chambers that lovingly connect us to our innermost wisdom. Take a couple of deep breaths, letting your lungs fill fully, and feel free to blow out or sigh as you release energy. Letting your muscles relax, letting your lungs fill fully. And letting that beautiful divine oxygen flow through all of the cells inside of your body as they nourish and replenish your organs, your tissues, your nerves, your arteries, even the neural pathways in your brain. And as we let our tension go and let our body relax, thinking of the weight lifting off of our shoulders, the tension releasing out of our jaw, the worry lines in our forehead melting away, letting those muscles relax. And even letting our belly relax. Just letting it hang out for the moment with no one to see. And inviting the muscles in our back to also relax. Letting the chair or the floor or the bed support that back so it doesn't have to work so hard. Letting the tension out of your hips and your thighs. Even the tension out of your pelvic floor. And down to your knees and your calves and your feet. And even down your shoulders and down your arms, all the way down to your wrists and your fingers. And we're going to ask our spiritual teams, our angels, our guides, our ancestors, the star beings, our animal totems, all divine of the highest, fullest, and brightest vibrations available to us this evening, to surround and protect us in a bubble of infinite love and infinite light, shielding us from any outside interference and allowing us to be contained in a sacred space filled with the divine healing light. And we also ask that the room or the space that we're in also be enveloped in an additional bubble of love and light, cleansing the space that we're in, inviting it to match the healing energy. and asking the divine to activate around us the crystalline temple of love and light, so that we are centered in this sacred space within our sacred self, allowing our inner child to feel safe and secure and protected, and also able to gently relax. And we're going to begin by balancing our energy system. And tonight we're going to start at the root, right below our tailbone. And you might sense a red color or any other as a sphere beneath your tailbone. And asking the divine energy to lighten and brighten the color, opening and stretching the energy to where it is meant to be. Releasing any energy we've held on to here about our safety, our security, our family, our finances, our relationships, any of our basic survival needs. Feel them being taken care of in this moment, steadied, grounded. Allowing ourselves to feel that solid foundation beneath us. And bringing our awareness and our attention to our sacral chakra just below the belly button. We may experience this sphere as a shade of orange or any other color. And once again, we're going to ask the divine light to fill and brighten the energy, gently dissolving anything that we are holding here that does not serve our highest best. Releasing any held on to unexpressed emotions, any blocks to our authenticity, any blocks to our self-expression, any blocks to our sexuality and how we experience and express that. Any blocks to receiving abundance in any of its forms. Remembering the flow as it activates within us and around us. All that juicy creation energy, waiting to be used, waiting to be expressed. And now bringing our attention and our awareness up to our solar plexus, right beneath our rib cage. And you might sense this energy as a golden yellow. Or again, any other color you may sense or see. filling our personal sun with its own divine light so that it can shine brightly, so that we may shine brightly. Dissolving any energy that constricts or holds that back. Any tightness around our self expression, our self esteem, our self worth. And really filling in any places where we have held on to anger, frustration, anxiety, stress, or worry. And even cleansing all of our digestive organs, detoxifying them so that we are more steady and more stable to encounter each day with confidence, grace, and ease. Focused on the energy of love and joy. And bringing our attention and our awareness up to our heart chakra. And you may sense green or pink or any other color. Filling again with that divine light of unconditional love. Even if we're not quite sure what that is. Releasing any disappointment or grief that we've held on to. Any wounding that our child has held on to within us. Filling that child's self with snuggles and hugs. Returning their magic, their brilliance, their light. Reconnecting that child self with our divine spark and all that means. And bringing our attention and our awareness up to our beautiful throat, our self expression of who we are. You may sense a beautiful shade of blue. Vibrant in color. And this chakra can take many different shades. And it may shift as you are focusing. Releasing any energy around miscommunication, difficulty with technology, difficulty with communication with others, difficulty hearing, sensing, or knowing your guides as they are here to help and assist you. Even releasing any ways where you feel that you've been misunderstood. Breathing all that divine love and light into those spaces. Connecting to the unique spark that is you. opening the multitude of ways that you can express that creatively. And moving up to our third eye in the center of our forehead. And you may notice shades of purple, dark blue, white, or any other color, bringing balance within your thoughts and your emotions and your intuition, connecting you to the intuition of your higher self, welcoming in the fuller wisdom to guide you in this moment and for as long as you choose to hold it. Connecting to the crown at the top of the head, sensing the beautiful lotus, its crystal petals as they blossom and bloom. Each petal carrying a different frequency and vibration that connects to the different frequencies of our spiritual guides, the ascended masters, loved ones, ancestors. And now in this place, connecting to your soul star chakra, the root chakra of your higher self, a little bit above the crown. You may sense this energetic click as you plug in more deeply, welcoming in that energy to integrate with you once more fully, more completely. And in so doing, activating also the earth star chakra beneath your feet, within the earth itself, rooting us and connecting us to Grandmother Earth, the Divine Feminine, anchoring our tree of life as it is active here on this planet in this moment. Aligning our connection with the moon and the cycles that we are in, connecting to the sun and all the planets within our solar system as we dance around the sun in our year-long journey. And also connecting to the rhythm of our galaxy and the solar systems that dance around in that rhythm together as well. Expanding your aura so it may cleanse more deeply, repair more fully, creating sacred boundaries at each level of the aura, just like the levels in the atmosphere above us. and filling each of those layers with cleansing and releasing on the physical and the emotional, the mental and the spiritual levels, even releasing karmic debt, our past lives, bringing all of our energy and our awareness into this moment of now. Combining each of the frequencies and vibrations and dimensions that we may be in this moment, feeling the fullness and the interconnection that we have with all that is, and even the connection we have within this sacred community, this sacred circle. And asking our spiritual teams to come closer so that we can sense them, know them, see them, interact more easily with them. They may have a message to share with you, or a vision, or a flash of color, or a sensation in your body. And just allow yourself to be open to any ways that they wish to communicate with you in this and every moment. Having a moment of gratitude for this community coming together to support each other in our soul's journey. Just reminding all the energy around that the sacred temple, the healing energy, is for the good of all and harm to none, always and in all ways. And I'm going to invite you to start to bring your energy back, keeping your awareness of your spiritual teams, keeping the awareness of your connection to your higher self, but gently bringing your awareness back to the physical body that you are in, the room, the space that you are in. You may sense the light around you or feel the temperature of the air. There may be smells lingering. You may hear sounds in the background, birds or cars going by, footsteps of people in the building. And just start to feel your body and the clothes on it, the textures, feel the connection to the chair or the floor, the bed, whatever you are lying or sitting on, whatever's been holding you through this sacred connection. You might want to start wiggling your fingers or your toes or rubbing your hands together, maybe stretching or yawning. Whatever will help you bring your attention and your awareness back into this present moment. And as you do that, I just invite you to take a moment to feel the sense of your spiritual team around you and what might be coming through. If you would like to receive a message from me, all you have to do is type in "yes, please" into the comments, in case you didn't already know that. And tonight's deck is going to be the Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I haven't used this deck in a while, but I love it because it's an invitation into the heart of the divine feminine. And, also sometimes the masculine, but I really feel the feminine in this deck quite a bit. And, if you'd like to purchase the deck, we have the link available. Anybody who clicks on that to purchase it, if you really love it and want to have it for yourself, we do get a percentage that goes into our education fund for the Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom. So it's a great way to help support that as well. So thank you. So here we go. And Massachusetts peeps, if you didn't hear me at the beginning, I got a couple events this weekend, but I'm going to start with the card readings. So Deanna, looks like you're first. All right. My emoji lady. Good evening.
I got myself.
That's okay. You're fine. Here we go. The courage of your love. Oof. You can see that there's two people standing, and from them there's this projection of two people standing. And the two people standing in the sphere have moved forward in some way. And so what this card means to me, what I get from it, is that, love isn't easy. It's easy to fall, right? But having the courage to show up for that love, having the courage to share that love and express it, and also the courage to move forward in a loving manner. It's easy to get caught up in negativity. There's so much of that around us, but it takes a lot of courage and strength to walk in the love and the light, especially in the world around us right now. It's very easy to get dragged into the muck with everyone else. So what I'm seeing is that when you tap into that love energy, whether it's romantic love or friendship love or love for the planet, when we tap into that love energy and all of the beauty of that, any path that we're walking is lighter and brighter. And this is why so many times the guides are talking about doing what we love, because when we're doing what we love and we're being what we love to be, then it's easy to walk in love and light as we're meant to. As we move through our 20 true life lessons and all of the stages that we are meant to learn them, through it all, the way through always is in love and compassion. And so it's inviting you to have the courage to do so, inviting all of us to have the courage to do so. And I don't know if you can see it or very clearly, but there are a lot of other people that are in this picture as well. So it may feel like there's just two spotlighted, but in the background are all these others. And so there's all of your ancestors supporting you. There's all of your guides supporting you. And there's all sorts of people you don't even know who are supporting you. Just think of this group here that's gathered here, gathers here each week, We are here to support each other, even if we haven't ever met. But knowing that somebody sees and senses that love energy inside you, it gives you that courage to be that and be brave, um, going forward in love and light. So there you go, my dear. Have that courage. I keep seeing the lion from the Wizard of Oz. So very cute. Have a great week and a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Let's see what wants to come for you. All right. Okay. So this one says the lion and the deer. And you can see all the red and the blue and the swirling and sort of like almost energy of being pulled in different directions and down that spiral, almost like a black hole. But then there's that beautiful light around it. So what I'm getting from the lion and the deer is that imagine the two coming together, meeting on the plains, and they each are seeing each other for the first time. And they've been taught to fear the lion, and the lion has been taught that the deer is food. And yet, when they see each other, all they see is friendship. All they see is someone who shares similar likes and dislikes. They live in the same place. They are sharing the same grass. They both have families who are nearby. And again, it's that courageous energy of our primal instinct might be to hate because we're taught that. But our innate knowing knows that that's not how we're meant to be. We're meant to be here sharing the earth together. And yes, sometimes the deer is food for the lion, but not if the lion's not hungry. He doesn't have to go after the deer if he doesn't need to. And so I'm sensing for you, Barbara, is that, there might be somebody in your sphere who, you've been told you've been told not to like them, or they've been told not to like you. It almost feels like Romeo and Juliet. Like you're not supposed to like each other. But you have so much in common. And even though you're really different, you do like each other and you do want to spend time together. And they don't have to be at odds. There can be harmony. And so even if others around you are telling you not to have a particular relationship or a friendship, or sometimes it's even our spiritual practice. Our families are worried that something's wrong about that. And so it's like, no, they can all live in harmony. You can celebrate any religion, and their beautiful ceremonies, regardless of what your personal views are. You can honor the beauty of someone else's, right? And so what I'm sensing is this isn't an eat or be eaten situation, and you don't have to run to try to escape the lion. Instead, be in that place of befriending that energy and looking past what the stereotypes are and really reach into that heart center and let it guide the way. We're having some really big heart messages tonight. Thank you. Great job, Barbara. Nice to have you back, Kevin. All right, let's see what your card is this evening. She's so beautiful. Merciful Mother Jamal. So there is the divine feminine representation in many, many different cultures. We don't all have, just Mother Mary or Isis, every culture has their own. Um, there are hundreds of divine feminine energies. And the merciful Mother Jamal, what's coming through for me is that place of forgiveness, that divine mother of, you're her son. And in that spiritual mother, she understands all that you've gone through. And sometimes, we do things the hard way. That's how we learn. And she doesn't sit in judgment. She holds that energy of love for you even when you're making decisions that she wished she wouldn't. She's like, doesn't matter, I still love you, I still forgive you, I still love you. And so in that place, it's a higher vibrational frequency than a mother of judgment who's telling you right and wrong. And we all had that because it kept us safe here on planet Earth. But in the cosmos, our soul is just experiencing what it's like to be embodied here on this planet. And in that place, there is no right and there is no wrong. On a soul level, on a human level, it's very different, but on a soul level, there is no right and wrong. And in that place, it's just what we're choosing to experience. And sometimes we're choosing to experience something horrendous. And sometimes we're choosing to experience something beautiful. So know that no matter what has happened in the past, it's in the past. It was part of your soul's journey, your life lessons. Those lessons make us who we are, and they help us learn for our future journey. We have to learn the negative to appreciate the positive, because otherwise we don't see or sense the difference. We don't have real gratitude. We just do it on automatic pilot. And that's still not the path of love and light. When we want to be in that place of gratitude, we have to be in a place where we understand that at any moment in time we could be a negative person. We could have a negative experience if all our life circumstances like mixed together in a mixing pot, we could have something that would be very different than we're experiencing right now. So having compassion for those who are having that experience and having compassion for yourself, knowing that all is forgiven. And it was the instant that you did anything that was deemed wrong. It's instantaneous. So that merciful mother energy is surrounding you. She is guiding you forward and blessing your pathway as you choose differently now, because you have grown and learned from they're not even mistakes. Grown from your other choices. So there you have it. Love it. Love it for you, Kevin. Have a great Thanksgiving. What a great merciful energy that is. Hello, Mary, near and far. I know. Maybe people share in the chat where home is. I'm in southern Maine at the moment. So where are you guys? Let us know. So Mary, your energy and your card is commitment. Again, she's got that swirling energy of light, but look at how she's looking up and off into the distance. And she's got this forward movement with these flowing robes. And so what I'm sensing with her is that she's striding forward just as you are. It's like that brave walking our life lessons. And once we choose, um, we're always given choices. And just constantly, we have to make decisions, which can be beautiful and it can be annoying at the same time. So, but when we make our choices, you know, um, we want to share in the choice. We put our attention on our focus on what we have chosen. We make a commitment to it. And it doesn't mean committing to like someone else, though it can be, but it means sticking to our decision and seeing it through and seeing it where it goes. It doesn't mean you can't pivot at any point if it's not what you're expecting, but it's that resilience to follow through, even if the decision is difficult. um, when we make that commitment to ourselves, and it becomes part of the power of our voice, the power of what we share with other people. And the power of our voice is our authentic truth. It's our wisdom, it's our knowing, it's all of those things rolled together. So, what I'm seeing is, as you're journeying forward right now, just keep that commitment, keep that focus exactly where you want it to be. And other people might try to drag you in other directions, but you reframe and you refocus and just say, no, I've put all my energy and my attention into this particular path or this particular project. And I plan to see it through. And when we do that, when we speak that, when we feel that, the divine feels that intention and amplifies it, and it helps us have even more energy to move forward and create what we really wish to create in our lives. So make that decision, make that commitment, and stick to it. There are no wrong decisions, right? There's just no wrong decisions. So go for it. Thank you, Mary. Have a nice holiday. Ah, hi, Lindsay. Nice to have you in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving. Ah, okay. So your card is the Hand of Fatima. Can you see her in the swirl above and the way she's connecting to the child below? Mm. So Fatima has a very similar energy to Mother Mary, the sacred miracles, the healing hands. And the healing hands on a metaphysical level, they're very similar to the healing work that um, we do as healers, multidimensional healers, I guess, where just the simple touch can shift and change someone's entire life. And what I'm sensing for you is know that you have that. Know that we all have that. um, but when we are doing our hands-on healing work, or even when you're doing readings with cards, the divine energy is flowing through the cards as I pull them, right? And and I might pull a card that Mother Mary is showing me. I may pull a card that Fatima is showing me. I may pull a card that Apollo is showing me, right? So know that healing touch, um, when we are in that connection space, that we are literally helping someone shift and change their lives. And It may be small or it may seem small, you know. They might be coming to you because their back's sore. But when you tap into that healing energy and you sense that back, you feel all of the years of the burdens that that person has carried, all the ways that that person has not been supported by others, all the ways that person has had to persevere some amazing circumstances. And as you are healing that back from the pain of carrying all that, you're releasing all that at the same time. So we have that ability, and they don't have to know it. And in some ways, we don't have to know it either. Um, but you have done the heart holds that I teach, and you can feel in just that one connection how much grief and sadness and disappointment and how much of one's childhood can melt away in just a few minutes of concentrated, unconditional love. So call on Fatima to help you feel that sacredness, feel that holy energy as it moves through you, to also help you release any doubt that you are being called to be that with other people, as most people connected to me are, right? Whew. No wonder you're going to be an assistant teacher at next year. Can't wait. Thank you, Lindsay. Have a great holiday. Ah, Lady J, you're in Brockton. That's not far at all. Nice. My mom is in Fitchburg. All right. Lady J, let's pull this card for you. Ah, this one's sweet. The Sacred Phoenix Heart. So a lot of people, know the symbolism of a phoenix, like, it's a bird coming out of out of the ashes or coming out of the fire. So the phoenix is actually the ascension of the peacock energy. So the peacock is a sacred animal for the divine feminine, especially Isis. um, and in that energy, that sacred animal, as it serves the goddess, as it serves us, it's allowed to transform and become its highest self. So the sacred phoenix heart is that that transcendental heart, that heart that we carry with us, not just in this lifetime, but we carry in each and every lifetime that we have ever experienced and ever will experience. It all comes together in this one moment. When we're connected with that sacred heart, it is a place where there is only unconditional love. It is the heart of the mother. It is the Jesus heart. It is the Buddha heart. That pure love and light that radiates out. And what the sacred phoenix heart means is that, through all of the things that we've experienced, all of the emotional things, all of the relationship things, all of our trauma, we've gone through the fires, right? And we may be surrounded by debris and ashes, but our heart stays intact. That unconditional love is there anyways. That resilience to keep going is there anyways. And when we tap into that sacred heart, we can make it through any situation. And when we call in that feeling, it allows us to feel the energy of the phoenix. Feel the transformation, feel the transmutation of your experiences that you needed to go through to build up the energy for who you're meant to be. And I keep seeing the phoenix as a symbol for you. So I don't know if you already use that as a healing symbol. You might want to have a picture of it or a statue of it, where it can be there to remind you that all that, I'm seeing a tattoo because I think that's the tattoo that I want. I actually want the sacred heart, the sacred phoenix heart, which is it's a heart on your back, and then the phoenix is coming out of it, and it has a little bit of the transformation of the peacock into the phoenix, and you can see the side the peacock behind me, because that's my healing animal in the third dimension, but the phoenix is mine in the fifth. So tap into that sacred heart energy of the phoenix, tap into that perseverance of having gone through what you've gone through to get where you are today, and let it remind you that you're exactly who you're meant to be, and keep doing it. All right. Thank you, dear. Nice to have you here. Hi, Abby. Nice to have you. I love this card. It's one of my favorites. Dance of the Divine Feminine. And of course, it's because I used to be a dance teacher, a choreographer, a dancer. So the dance of the divine feminine is when we get right into her rhythm. And so what I'm sensing for you is like, get back into that rhythm, get back into that mama rhythm. Because you hold it as the divine mama kind of energy, that juicy energy, but also that free flowing ability to just be in all the juiciness that the divine feminine has, all that squishy emotional energy, all that creative energy, all that sexual energy, it all just merging together. And so the dance of the divine feminine is just that unyielding kind of like free flowing. I'm seeing the sacred fire burning and just freely dancing and singing around the fire, and there's no right way or the wrong way. It's just you let the divine feminine move you. And that's true for all of us. When we allow the divine to move us, it's not that we've given up our choices or our rights. It's more like we've put ourselves on automatic pilot so we can experience even more. And we can take in even more information, and we can experience things more deeply, and we can sense things more fully. So yeah, it's time to check back into that juicy energy, and bring it. I'm excited for you. Thanks for joining us. All right, Rob. Nice. So your card is the impossible made possible. And you can see the earth just catapulting out of the galaxy. It's catapulting out. And so what I'm sensing for you is that, there have been times, and this is true for all of us, all of these cards are always for all of us, right? There's always wisdom if you listen to all of them. There's little nuggets that speak to each one of us. The impossible made possible is that, our brain, our logic brain, can only think of what it already knows. So if it's never seen it, it's never heard of it, it's hard for our logic brain to see something as possible. So often we limit ourselves in what is possible. We're like, oh, I can't leave this job. There's no way I'll make enough money doing something else. And it's like the spiritual teams are in this place of, well, there's not just one choice. You are an infinite being. Why on earth would we have just one choice or just two choices? So, what we might not believe in the moment, when we can visualize it and believe it and feel it and sense it and breathe it into awareness, that's the real law of attraction, right? The law of attraction is when what we sense as true comes to us and is true. So nothing is impossible, even the earth catapulting out of the solar system. We may not be here to see it. I think I'd rather not, but but it doesn't mean that it's impossible. And all of us can break free of the gravitational pull of being stuck in places where we don't belong. We just sort of go on an automatic pilot. We rotate around and we think this is all that there is. And sometimes we just have to break free. And, you know, somebody believed we could get to the moon. And guess what? Enough people got together and then they not only believed it, they created it. And it gets fine-tuned every day. So there's no such thing as impossible, because in the infinite, all is possible. Good for all of us. So for those of you who are in the New England area, remember I have 2 events on Saturday. I would love you to come. I know Abigail will be there as well with her beautiful soaps. The first one is the metaphysical magic of the season. That is from 10 to 2, and it's all things metaphysical, gifts and readings and healings and lots of stuff for your holiday season to get you ready for all of that. And remember, it's, Small Business Saturday, so you can always come out and support us in that way, or just come and have some nice conversation. And then our second event is at 2 o'clock from 2 to 5, and it's called Exploration Trinity. I will be doing this one online and in Maine as well, so don't get upset if you miss it. But if you're able to join us in person, it shows you what we do at Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom, how we journey through your life's lessons to help you reconnect with the you that you're meant to be. And with all that kind of your spiritual advisors and people there to support you, we don't have to do it alone. We're meant to be a loving community. And we've been hearing a lot of that love message this evening. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, a wonderful holiday, and keep an eye out for Wisdom of the Ancients. It'll be coming out on December 1st. And so let's see what the Ancients one have to share with us this time. And with that, you guys, bye for now.